What if this summer wasn't just another off-season for the Vancouver Canucks, but the beginning of a whole new era? Welcome back, fans. Tonight we got an explosive report fueled by the latest trade target list from Daily Faceoff. Two of the most iconic names in Vancouver, star forward Elias Pettersson and franchise goaltender Thatcher Demko, are now the center of heated trade speculation. Could the Canucks really say goodbye to their household heroes? Let's dig in and find out what's got the hockey world buzzing. But before we hit the ice on these major developments, take the next 20 seconds and smash that hype button. Every engagement helps our video reach more Canucks faithful and hockey fans around the world. Join the movement, show your spirit, and let's jump into this blockbuster story. Canucks under pressure, a pivotal offseason looms. Pressure is mounting for the Vancouver Canucks. After falling short of a division title run last year, the franchise faces a turning point, and the front office knows it can't afford to miss. Vancouver's 2023-24 campaign teased fans with excitement. And yet, under the surface, key roster questions demand urgent answers. General Manager Patrick Allvin and his team need to fill crucial gaps. The Canucks are actively seeking a second-line center, a role absolutely vital for playoff contention. That's not all. Both Brock Boeser and Pius Suter are set to hit the open market on July 1st, leaving potential holes up front. And even more shifts may come, with several other players unlikely to return or in the mix for upgrades. With the Pacific Division growing stronger, the Canucks' challenge isn't just about patching up holes. It's about making bold, creative moves, be that leveraging prospects, swapping future assets, or, in a stunning twist, trading high-profile NHL stars. Demko and Pettersson, centerpieces or trade chips. What happens when a team's new direction puts even the biggest names up for discussion? That's a scenario unfolding in Vancouver, with both Thatcher Demko and Elias Pettersson recently ranking among the NHL's top 20 trade targets, according to Frank Saravalli's latest Daily Faceoff column. Thatcher Demko, the goalie dilemma. Age, 29. Stats, 23 games played, 2.90 goals against average GAA, .889 save percentage, 1 shutout. Contract, 1 year left, $5 million AAV. Demko is one of the faces of the current Canucks era, acrobatic, driven, and fiercely loyal to coach Rick Tocchet. Despite battling through a serious injury this past season, his numbers remain solid, and he stole key games for the team. But Vancouver's front office surprised many by signing Kevin Lankinen to a fresh 5-year extension, raising eyebrows about Demko's future as the uncontested starter. With Demko's contract set to expire at the end of the upcoming season, the Canucks have tough decisions ahead. Commit to an uncertain future, or sell high now and reshape their goaltending core. Insiders are even whispering about a potential reunion with former Canucks bench boss Rick Tocchet, now in Philadelphia, a franchise hungry for stability between the pipes. Elias Pettersson, franchise forward at the crossroads. Age, 26. Stats, 64 games played, 15 goals, 30 assists, 45 points. Contract, 7 years left, $11.6 million AAV. Elias Pettersson's situation might be even more complex. At his best, Pettersson is a dynamic, creative center, capable of starring shifts and magical moments. Yet this summer is crucial. Daily Faceoff reports a bumpy road last season, with both sides publicly acknowledging their disappointment over his physical and mental state as he arrived at training camp. Pettersson himself pointed to a lingering injury that derailed his off-season training last summer, potentially explaining a dip in form. Regardless, the optics aren't great as Pettersson's massive new contract extension is set to kick in, complete with no trade clause that activates July 1st. It's now or never. Vancouver wants to explore his market value or hit the reset button. Inside the Canucks' decision-making, is it time for a big gamble? This is where management's vision will be truly tested. With the salary cap rising, there's more room for aggressive maneuvers and increased risk. The Canucks could look to upgrade the roster with shrewd, under-the-radar deals, or go bold by using established stars as trade chips to fetch a new wave of key players. Thatcher Demko's trade value. While injuries remain a concern, his talent and reputation around the league make him an attractive option for teams seeking an elite goaltender. And with only 1 year left and an affordable cap hit, Demko could be a high upside target, whether at a playoff hopeful like Philadelphia or another goalie-needy franchise. Elias Pettersson's market. With 7 years at $11.6 million per season, only a select group of teams can afford or would dare to trade for Pettersson's contract. Vancouver must weigh whether to gamble on his bounce-back potential or move on and distribute that cap space more strategically. A trade now would give the Canucks significant flexibility, a rare chance to reboot the roster with multiple assets or even a high-profile hockey trade. But with the no-trade clause looming, time is desperately short. Come July, keeping or dealing Pettersson will be locked in for years, making the stakes even higher. Trust, turmoil, and team chemistry. Beyond statistics and contracts, the human side looms large. Demko's commitment to the Canucks and perceived loyalty to Coach Thatcher could complicate a potential departure. Would moving their star goalie fracture locker room morale or ignite a new sense of urgency? For Pettersson, it's a test of faith from the organization. Can Vancouver trust him to rebound, recover, and reassert himself as a franchise player? Or will lingering disappointment define his Canucks tenure? Every insight, every new rumor sparks debate. Is this the moment for bold risk-taking, or could patience pay off, just as it seemed to in 2023 to 24? The next few weeks may define Vancouver's long-term course more than any moment since the Sedin era. The Canucks' next chapter. What does the future hold? No matter what, this is an off-season the Canucks faithful won't soon forget. The prospect of losing Demko or Pettersson, or both, would have been unthinkable just a year ago. But times change, and Vancouver's leadership must balance immediate competitiveness with strategic vision. Will we see a headline-grabbing hockey trade for a new star center or cornerstone goalie? Could Demko's move signal a new era in the crease? Or is this just the first of many creative, cap-minded moves to keep the Canucks a threat in the West? Every possibility is on the table, and every fan has an opinion. Your take. Have your say in the Canucks' future. That wraps up our exclusive breakdown on the Canucks' summer of uncertainty. A tale of stars, rumors, and high-stakes decisions. Did something surprise you? Have a bold prediction or a trade idea? This story is far from over, and every voice counts. Now, if you enjoyed this deep dive, tap that like button and start the debate in the comments. What would you do as Vancouver GM? Keep the franchise faces, or roll the dice for a shakeup? Let's make this the go-to spot for Canucks talk all summer long. See you next time, where your passion, insight, and hockey IQ drive the conversation.